Hi, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I'm going to show you some of the new features that are in Amanda in version 7.4, and I'm going to start off with the changes that we have made to the contacts area of the system. Now, as you probably know, the contacts that you can set up can be either users, they can be customers, or they can be suppliers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a customer first of all. So if I take a look at this customer here, so what you'll actually see at the top now, instead of just saying contact, it will tell you what type of contact it is. And in this case, it's a customer. If I go back to the supplier list and select this one, you will see this one is a customer and a supplier. Now, you're probably already aware that in the third party tab, you can actually tick both a customer and a supplier. And in a future release of Amanda, we're actually going to include the ability to make a contact, a customer, a supplier, a user, or even an employee. And you'll be able to see what type of contact it is by looking at the tick boxes. Something else I'd just like to point out here, if you've read the user guide, you will have noted the fact that there has been a change to the way that can be modified in invoices. And what has changed is that there is a VAT tab, which now is where you'll find the ability to say whether a new invoice is VAT separate or whether VAT is included. Now, what I'd just like to draw your attention to here is you can actually, on the third party tab, you can actually say for this customer or this supplier what is the default that you want. So for instance, with this one, I've changed the default from the company-wide setting to VAT included, and that means that every time you put in an invoice for this supplier, Amanda will assume that the amount that you put in includes VAT. However, if you still wanted to change that at any time, you could go to the tab on VAT and you could change it. And what will happen is if you make a change, Amanda will actually record this change as a future default. Okay, I just wanted to draw your attention to that while we were here. So as I said before, you can now see this is a customer, this is a supplier and a customer. And for example, we've got one here, users. And if we look at Michael Jackson, you will just see that he's a user. Now, you would find that in the user list, the master name of the company, as you can see, this is a company that I've just been testing or been using for testing. This is the information, the company information. So this is the company-wide settings, but also for this particular user. And this user is called admin, but all the settings up here are all to do with the company-wide information. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to show you. The next thing I want to show you is the way that we have introduced up here some search facilities. So as you're probably already aware, you can sort the list on all of these options that have got chevrons. And what you can do now is if, for example, I wanted to search on, say, a postcode, and I want to know all my suppliers who are in the GU postcode area, if I click on refresh, it will just display a list where it matches the GU. So what it's looking for there is it's looking for any record in the postcode field that has GU in it. To clear that, you simply delete it and press refresh again. So similarly, if you wanted to check a specific postcode or a particular area, let's see, for example, West. Let's see what that finds. Yeah, it will just find records where the word West is in the town. And again, that works on all the contact lists. So if we look at the customer list, you'll see it there. If we look user list, you'll see it there as well. Okay, so that's the second thing I wanted to show you. Now, lastly, what I want to show you is I want to draw your attention to this export button. And again, on all the lists, customers, suppliers, and users, you will see this export button. And if you select it and then select either Google or Excel, what it will do is it will bring that over here. It will actually export a full list in Excel, and you could then use that list in any way you want. So for example, if you had all your email addresses, and in this particular example we don't have any email addresses, you could use that to upload it into another system that you might have, say to do email marketing or whatever. Those are the three significant changes that we've introduced in version 7.4 regarding contacts.